So does anyone know what I was talking to Beau earlier about his talk, and he said, "You're on Quora." And I was like, "What? Quora? C-O-R-A? No, Quora, like Q-U-O-R-A. It's a question and answer platform, and Beau is here to tell us how to use it to make your traffic explode. Let's give him a hand.
Thank you. So I launched my website a couple of years ago, and of course I was learning about social media, as everyone does, the standards, right? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and then they wrote something about this thing, and it is about Quora. So Quora, you go on and there's a bunch of people that have questions, and then you answer those questions in whatever way, and then you get traffic, and it goes to your website. So I decided I would start answering questions, like some personal finance ones, some about being, from another country and stuff like that. And, I got some traction, but, not very much. And then I read about you should answer questions that have less followers than they do, like more followers than they do actually people who want to know the answer. So I found this one, what was Elon Musk like in high school? And it had one answer, and it's the worst answer I've ever seen. I didn't really have a lot of competition here, so I decided, let's go for it, right? And I know what you're saying, like, Beau, you don't know what Elon Musk was like in high school because you're obviously Canadian, and I am, and sorry for the confusion, eh? But, that's when I was like, maybe I can just go and research this answer. And that's when I found out that people don't always, Google things first before they ask questions on Quora. So I went and Googled it, and I found, some articles. So I started my answer with, what's according to these articles, this is what Elon Musk was like in high school. And so I wrote this piece about bullying and how bullied people turn into successes sometimes, and don't give up, and if everyone just knew. And I started getting thousands and thousands of views, and eventually I ended up getting 44,000 views and 1,100 upvotes for this one answer. Imagine, you do some posts on other social media, and you get 44,000 views just immediately. And so thanks to Elon Musk, I answered 100 more questions in 2017, and there's this thing called the Quora Digest that goes out every, week or month, and I would get notifications like, your answer got sent to, 100,000 plus people, and it's about something that I actually, is dear to me, like my ADHD, and so I'm writing about that. So now people are being able to see my answers. So I started answering more questions like this one. I had to answer this question because it just was so weird. And so I got 10,000 views on this, but nothing, nothing got as much as the Elon Musk. And then I discovered this question that was, what's the worst thing to put on pizza? And there was a lot of answers already, but I was like, you know what, maybe I can come up with a better answer. And so I thought, well, bananas. Bananas is the worst thing that I would ever want to see on a pizza. And I got 4 images, and I wrote 70 words in this answer, and I got 15,000 views in one day from this post. So there's the stats right there. So this was just in June, too. So 15,000 views, it's so people are like, oh, bananas, and comments, bananas suck, F bananas. I never, you think pineapples are bad, that kind of thing. So, so I have almost 300,000 views now on Twitter because I get an email that says, you got 2,000 views on your answers this week, and I didn't write any answers this week. So traffic, that's what this is all about. So you can do this too. You just have to write answers to questions, use pictures. Puppies and kittens are good, but don't overdo it, right? But, I've gotten some good views on that. You don't actually have to know everything. You don't have to be an expert. Write about what you know, but also, if you think you can write a good answer, just write it. If you're good at writing, write a good answer, right? You might get 15,000 views, and some people will go to your website. It's not that hard. You just got to keep doing it, and maybe you'll find out Quora is the place for you, and you get 47 million answer views like this guy. And if you think that answer views don't turn into traffic, well, they do, and they really definitely do for this guy. So that's my story about Quora. I just recommend go and try it. Thanks to Elon Musk and Banana Pizza, and that's my story.